Good evening. Welcome to South Asia Newsline. I'm Lipakshi Khurana. Here are the top stories we're tracking for you on Monday, the 8th of January. India to deepen ties with ASEAN, says Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj. Pakistan's Foreign Minister Asif claims no alliance with the US. And India's Kashmir witnesses surge in demand for dry vegetables amid intense cold. And now for all the details, India's Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj on Sunday vowed to deepen the country's ties with other ASEAN countries. Swaraj, while addressing overseas Indian conference celebration in Singapore, also highlighted the progress work of trilateral highway project from India to Thailand.
Indian Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj on Sunday vowed to deepen ties with the ASEAN or Association of Southeast Asian Nations in order to strengthen bilateral relations. Swaraj, while speaking at the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas or Overseas Indian Conference celebration in Singapore, said a trilateral highway project connecting India and Thailand is also making strides. She addressed the conference on the last leg of a three-nation tour aimed at enhancing India's engagement with ASEAN countries.
16 Indian cities are connected to Singapore. A trilateral highway project from India to Thailand is making progress. We plan to expand this further to connect India with other ASEAN countries.
Swaraj further highlighted the potential and promises in the defining partnership between India and Southeast Asia. She also added that ASEAN's leadership and centrality is vital for prosperity of the Indo-Pacific region.
ASEAN has unified 10 countries behind a common purpose, and it has become an anchor of broader regional integration and cooperation. For India, ASEAN leadership and centrality is essential to peace and prosperity for a rapidly changing Indo-Pacific region.
ASEAN are important to India since it is part of the country's Look East policy and Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Act East policy. The ASEAN is a regional group of 10 nations comprising Brunei, Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand and Vietnam.
And in news from Pakistan, Pakistan's Foreign Minister Khwaja Asif has said Pakistan's alliance with the United States is over. The remark by the Pakistani leader comes after the latter's decision to suspend security aid to his country.
Pakistan's Foreign Minister Khwaja Asif has said alliance with the United States is over following the latter's decision to suspend security aid. Asif said he believes the US-Pakistan relations are now at risk, especially after the US President Donald Trump warned Pakistan to do more against terrorists. Trump alleges Islamabad of providing safe havens to terrorists. He last week also tweeted against Pakistan and blamed it for continuing to provide safe haven to militants on its territory. He said that the US has foolishly handed Pakistan more than $33 billion in aid over the last 15 years while getting nothing in return. Later, the US announced it was suspending aid worth $255 million as well as the transfer of military equipment and security-related funds to Islamabad.
This is something that should not come as a... Moving on to news from Afghanistan, Atta Mohammad Noor, the ousted governor of Afghanistan's Balkh province, on Sunday said he would consider running for president in the 2019 presidential elections if the leadership of Jamaat-e-Islami Party of Afghanistan asked him to.
Atta Mohammad Noor, one of Afghanistan's powerful regional leaders, on Sunday said if the leaders and members of Jamaat-e-Islami Party ask him to accept the presidential responsibility, he will be a candidate. He also blasted CEO Abdullah Abdullah and said that Abdullah has lost trust among Jamaat-e-Islami leadership. He described Abdullah a weak leader, adding that Jamaat will no longer trust him. Noor has maintained that despite the attempt to oust him as provincial governor, he is still Balkh's leader and would never leave without a decree.
ما فقط انتظار مذاکراتی که بین حکومت و جمعیت اسلامی و متحدینش میشه انتظار امور داریم. هر فرمان و فیصله را که رهبری به ما صادر کرد او برای ما قابل عملی است و واجب است که عمل بکنیم.
He further called on talking about the bullying and corruption by the presidential palace. Noor has used his position in Balkh as a power base to push for a major role on the national stage and has been seen as a top rival of Ashraf Ghani. His Jamaat-e-Islami party has also condemned the presidential palace's decision, terming it irresponsible and against the principles of the national unity government.
In more news from Afghanistan, women in Afghanistan's capital Kabul city contested in the first ever bowling competition on Thursday. The tournament, titled Women the Symbol of Freedom, aimed to improve bowling in Afghanistan.
For the first time, as many as 10 women contested in the first ever bowling competition in Kabul on Thursday. The tournament was titled Women the Symbol of Freedom. The event was the first of its kind to take place in the capital. As per the organizers of the event, the competition was aimed at boosting the sport and moving forward to establish Bowling Federation.
دام خبرنگارای ورزشی به خاطر رشد ورزش بولینگ بوده همچنان تصمیم دارند و در این فرصت فدراسیون بولینگ را ایجاد بکنند و فعالیتشان را در رشته بولینگ انجام بدن تا که ما بتونیم ورزشکار بفرستیم برای رقابت‌های بیرون مرزی.
The initiative aimed at establishing Bowling Federation and improving bowling skills in the country. The competition saw the skills and interest of girls towards the sport in Afghanistan.
In news from Nepal, the chairman of Nepal CPN-UML and CPN-Maoist Centre KP Sharma Oli and Pushpa Kamal Dahal on Monday agreed to intensify their efforts to unify their parties. The leaders, after holding talks, agreed to conclude the unification process within a few days, for which CPN-Maoist has already started collecting names of its leaders. The two also agreed to hold meetings of their respective parties on Tuesday. The Left Alliance, comprising of CPN-UML and CPN-Maoist Centre, has secured a landslide victory in the recently held parliamentary and provincial polls in Nepal. The merger is now looking forward to provincial government formation with its party unification process. With the onset of winters in India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province, the valley is witnessing a surge in the demand for dry vegetables. The vegetables, which are dried in the summers and are part of the general diet of the local folk during the winters.
Plummeting temperatures and heavy snowfall pushed the demand of dry vegetables across India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. The dry vegetables, which are popularly known as hockshans locally, are indigenously dried and preserved vegetables which are part of the diets of people during winters.
रेस्पॉन्ड अच्छा मिलता है सर्दियों में जब रास्ता बंद होता है उस वक्त दिक्कत होती है सब्जी फिर यही लेते हैं
हम आज भी इसका इस्तेमाल करते हैं घर में खूब इसके इस्तेमाल करते हैं बहुत अच्छा लगता है खासकर कद्दू की जो सूखी होती है सूखी सब्जी बहुत अच्छी लगती है सेहत के लिए बहुत अच्छा रहता है बहुत मीठी रहती है चाहे मीट के साथ मिला लो चाहे मच्छी के साथ मिला लो चाहे किसी और सब्जी के साथ मिला लो इसको बहुत ही मज़ा आता है खाने में
In earlier times, the mountain passes which connected the valley to the rest of the world were covered with snow for more than 6 months, and hockshans served as a staple diet of the people during winter months.
In a bid to boost the sporting spirit of young girls, an ice skating and hockey training camp has been organised in Leh town of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. The 10-day free-of-cost camp will continue aim to encourage more girls into sports.
With the aim to like ice hockey and skating, a training camp has been organised in Leh town of India's northern Jammu and Kashmir province. The program has been providing the gear and sports equipment free of cost to the players. Supported by the Ladakh Women Ice Hockey Foundation, a total of 110 girls of all ages are participating in the camp.
इसमें स्पेशली सिर्फ लड़कियों के लिए ही कोचिंग दिया गया है ताकि लड़कियों को हम आगे ला सके ताकि लड़कों लड़कियों में कोई भेदभाव ना रहे, लड़का लड़की एक ही लेवल पे आए, इनको भी चांस मिले, क्योंकि बहुत ही कम लड़कियां हैं जो हमारे लद्दाख में स्केटिंग कर पाते हैं।
हाँ, हमारे लिए एक 10 दिन का कोचिंग रखा है जिसमें 3 पार्ट्स किया है, एक बेसिक, इंटरमीडिएट और एक एडवांस। और बेसिक में जिसको स्केट नहीं आता उन्हें सिखाते हैं, और इंटरमीडिएट में जो ठीक ठाक होते हैं, और एडवांस में हॉकी का प्रैक्टिस करवाते हैं।
Ice skating is popular in Himalayan regions of India like Kashmir and Shimla, where sub-zero temperatures cause water bodies to freeze. Much of India has a tropical climate, hence ice sports are limited to the few artificial rinks available. The camp also aimed at such utilizations will conclude on January 11th.
A kite festival to spread awareness on organ donation in India's western Gujarat province was organized on Sunday. The kites at the event specified the details in the local language and carried an anatomical diagram of human body, giving specifics about organ donation.
A kite festival to spread awareness on organ donation was organized in Surat city of India's western Gujarat province on Sunday. The kites at the event specified the details in local language and carried an anatomical diagram of human body, giving specifics about organ donation. People enjoyed the kite flying experience with music and festivity during the event.
हमने पतंग के ऊपर ऑर्गन डोनेशंस का मैसेज लिखा हुआ है, जिसमें हम नहीं होंगे हम, फिर भी होंगे हम। एक ब्रेन डेड व्यक्ति कौन कौन से ऑर्गन का डोनेशंस कर सकता है उसकी डिटेल्स हमने डाली हुई है, और नेचुरल डेथ के बाद कौन से टिश्यू का डोनेशन हो सकता है वो हमने किया हुआ है।
The festival of kite flying coincides with Uttarayan or Makar Sankranti, which marks the days of the Hindu calendar when winters begin turning to summers. It is India's largest kite flying festival, during which people take to the rooftops.
Well, that's all we have for you from South Asia this evening. Now our viewers can watch the show on SouthAsiaNewsline.com. You can also visit us on Facebook.com/SAsiaNewsline and follow us on Twitter @SAsiaNewsline. That's all in tonight's edition. We'll see you same time tomorrow.